Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
1st and 10 for Dalton.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. So Dalton now.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he has thrown the challenge flag.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Hurts finding Goedert there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hurts.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
41 yards. yards.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dalton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Dalton here from the gun.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rolling to his right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 53 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run it again with Kamara. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A 10th carry for Kamara. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Dalton's throw taken in by Landry. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
To about the 26 here.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Third and 2 for Dalton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The kick by Lutz is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, able to avoid him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts
to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Dalton. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
On first down, Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
2nd down at 7. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw here, Dalton.
There's Chris Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Now Dalton.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Another chance for Dalton.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Andy Dalton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Dalton's throw caught by Olave. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Kamara.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd down, here's an option right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run with Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. Dalton and the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:40 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Now Dalton.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here's Dalton.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.